Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our next lesson on our tongue twister poetry. So, yesterday, first of all, we've been talking about what tongue twisters were, weren't we? And I think you guys got a really good example of me being tongue twisted yesterday when I was reading Dr. Seuss's Fox in Socks. If you guys remember, I was struggling to read it. It was quite a long story and it had lots of tongue twisters in there. And that is because lots of the words began with the same sounds and they ended with the same sounds. And they were really close together in the sentences. So I was saying one word after the other, after the other, after the other with the same sounds. It's really tricky. And I'm sure that lots of you had a go yesterday. Then we were writing our own poems, weren't we? So let's just fly through there to Shop Chat. So we were basing them on Shop Chat and talking about all of the things that we would have in our own shop, and we were looking at the t and d sounds and putting those together. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at some other tongue twisters, and we're going to be focusing on the likes of these. Now, if I'm looking at Peter Piper, if you guys can have a look at this for a second and have a think about what makes you think that this is a tongue twister. Maybe have a go at reading it or a sentence of it and have a little think about, why do you think this is a tongue twister? What about it is making my tongue twist when I say it? So, let's just read the first line together. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. I'll move on. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled pepper? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? Okay, so the reason this is what we say is giving me a tongue twister is it's hard to get my mouth around. I'm struggling to read it with fluency. Fluency is what we talk about at school when we read with fluency, like, you know, we'll read something, the dog was walking to the shop. We can read it. It kind of rolls off the tongue. These do not. I really have to think about what I'm about to say and not get my words all confused and jumbled up. We also have, she sells seashells on the seashore. The shells that she sells are seashells, I'm sure. So if she sells seashells on the seashore, I'm sure that the shells are seashore shells. So this is a lot of s and sh sounds all together that just make me trip over these words. Honestly, they get very, very tricky. So again, have a little look at this and have a think about, why is it that this is a tongue twister? And we know that it's because there's a lot of words in it that begin with s and sh. Okay? So, which moves me on to today's task. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do it today. So, for example, today you're going to be writing your own tongue twister poem using words that begin with the same sounds. So just as an example, and you guys can use this if you like, I've gone with all as a sound, okay? And I found this picture which has lots of different words that begin with the all sound. Now, this is what you're going to use to help you today. You can either use the all sound, which I will model for you, and change it up a bit. Think of other all words. Words that begin with L if you like, and you can change it up when you come to do your own one. Or if you'd rather, you can click that and click backspace or delete and get rid of it, so if you wanted to, and you can choose a sound. So say you wanted to do k, which would be k and k and k, or you might just want to do you can put that there and then gather lots of words. So say you were going to do you might do mum, any words, makes, might, microwave, whatever you like, okay? So you can gather loads of words all down here and then go to write it together. So it's totally up to you. I'm going to take that away and leave those options there for you guys. If you would rather use my, got to go all the way back. If you'd rather use my which I'm going to use today, that's absolutely fine as well. So, you've got lots of words in front of you to help you. We've got ladybird, lion, lunchbox, lollipop, leopard, light bulb, letter, leaf, lemon, legs, lady, lock, lamp, ladder. There's lots that we can think of as well. Lamb, looking, lips. Lots that we can think of to add to that as well. So we've got objects. We want to think about maybe names, Lucy, Lauren, any names that you can think of, and any other words, likes, lighting, any words that you can think of. And if you have some extra ones, you might want to put them here. So I'm going to do like, oh, I'll take off the bold and the underline because we do not need that. So likes, Lucy, Lauren. This is what you're going to spend your time on, thinking about those words. It's really hard for me because I haven't got you guys there telling me. Normally you guys tell me all of the words. Let's have another think. So we've also got looking. You guys feel free to use my words as well as your own. Lost, lovely, lots of, laughing. Okay, and you can just keep adding to that until you've got a lovely long list for yourselves, okay? Then what you're going to do is start to put together tongue twister sentences, and when they're all together, there'll be a poem. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to have to keep flicking up to look at that, although I could do this. There we go, then I can see it all. Lovely stuff. So I'm going to start with Lucy. I'll take off the bold, and that's how you do it, by the way, guys, the bold and underline there, if you like to. Lucy likes looking at lions. Lions like licking lemons. So I'll add licking there because that actually just came into my mind. Lucy likes looking at lions. Lions like licking lemons. First sentence done. I'm going to look here, so I'll go with Lauren lights up lights. Oh, lights up lamps. Lights the lamps. Lambs. Oh, let's do leopards lick their lips. Lucy likes looking at lions. Lions like licking lemons. Lauren lights the lamps. Leopards lick their lips. It is nonsense. These can be silly poems. They don't have to make sense. They've just got to be tongue twisters. And the way to make them tongue twisters is to use as many words with the sound that you've chosen in each sentence together. Okay, so let's look at another one. Lovely letters. Lots of lovely letters. Let's start. Lots of lovely letters. Lucy. Lots of lovely letters. Laughing. Lambs. Licking lemons. Lots of lovely letters, laughing lamb, licking lemons. Okay, it can be complete nonsense. It doesn't need to tell us anything. It can just be tongue twisters. So let me give this a go at reading. Lucy likes looking at lions. Lions like licking lemons. Lauren likes the lamps. Leopards lick their lips. Lots of lovely letters, laughing lambs, licking lemons. Oh, I've done licking lemons. Laughing lambs. Losing lunch boxes. There we go. So you see how I'm using both objects up here and words in my list. Now I am going to take away some of my words in my list, and I'm going to leave this here for you guys. I'm going to take this away. I will leave some of these words, and I'll leave this picture. But like I said earlier, feel free to use mine with my prompts to help you. But if you would rather do your own, you can get rid of this and you can add lots of your own words there if you would rather. And your poem can be as long or as short as you like. It depends how long it takes you to think of the sounds, if you're going to go with a new sound. It can be lovely and long. If you like, it can be nice and short. If you wanted to, feel free to do a few different tongue twister poems using different sounds. That can be a nice little extension if you're really enjoying doing this, okay? We really look forward to reading through these and I'm excited. Okay, good luck.